Okay. Let's get our sound test out of the way. It appears that everything is working. So, this was an interesting set of events. I started my permadeath game in XCOM Enemy Within, fully intending that when I hit game over, that was it. I wasn't going to try and restart. I wasn't going to try and go back and try again. I was just going to say, okay, game over. I lose. That's it. I got all the way to the enemy mothership. I got inside the enemy mothership. I got all the way to where I'm fighting the two sectopods. I got to where I'd almost beaten one of the sectopods, but it survived long enough to shoot my person who had activated the gallop chamber. And the game was like, hey, you want to restart the mission? That's not how I envision a permadeath campaign working. I mean, if I'm going to play through on easy mode, permadeath, I feel like they've given me all of the leeway I need. And while it would definitely suck if I had not chosen that to get, from what I assume would be about 5 to 10 turns away from the end of the game, and have it determine that I was done, if they had chosen that without my consent, that would have sucked. But again, I feel like that kind of would cheapen it if I had gone back on my decision. Which is why I decided no, I'm keeping it. It's game over. I'm keeping game over. So, it is now time to play through on this particular game, which is War of the Chosen. Now, definitely going to turn on the tutorial. Definitely going to keep my subtitles. Game soundtrack, we want War of the Chosen. Okay. So, advanced options view. You know, I've never actually played the very first XCOM. It gave me the option to do the first XCOM. I've never done that one. All right, advanced option. Beta Strike. Greatly increased HP of most units for long-goal tactical engagements. Health of all soldiers and most enemies is doubled. Soldiers recover health equal to half of their damage taken at the end of missions. Mission timers are increased by 50%. And I can either start at Reaper, Skirmisher, or Templar ally. Grim Horizon. The effects of all dark events are permanent. Dark events never expire. Greatly increases both tactical and strategic difficulty as the game progresses. Lengthy scheme, double the length of the Avatar project. There's more time to defeat Advent, decreasing the strategic difficulty of the game. Time Turner, double the length of mission timers, greatly reduces the time to complete mission objectives, decreasing the tactical difficulty of the game. Precision explosives, grenade damage falls off from the center of the last area. Grenades are less reliable for dealing a specific amount of damage for all units within the radius, increasing the tactical difficulty of the game. Well, I feel like longer tactical engagements is definitely something I'm going to want for this particular battle. I don't want to start at anybody's headquarters. Yeah, I kind of feel like Grim Horizon is going to be too tough. More time to defeat that. No, definitely not doing that one. Decreasing, no. Increasing technical, no. All right, so I think I'm not going to do anything but increasing the length of difficulty of battles. Okay. Named Lost and Abandoned, integrated content, just new gameplay features and story elements along with the Chosen expansion pack or the Chosen narrative is automatically included as part of the XCOM 2 tutorial experience.
Accessing the feed now. We're in. But I don't know for how long. You seeing this? Way too much security, even for Advent.
That's no ordinary gene therapy clinic. They were telling the truth.
Or they're leading us into a trap. A really obvious trap. We'd need an army to march in there right now.
I've got a better idea. Outrider, this is Central. Go.
Timeline you placed upon us, mistakes are bound to happen.
It wasn't our fault. Please!
There's no need for any of this. I will do what you ask of me. I just need additional time.
Did you say something?
You're one of those. You must understand, I had no choice.
Outrider, report.
So, you do exist. Outrider to Avenger, I have visual confirmation.
Are you sure?
Reapers are always sure.
I'll take your word for it. Cover your tracks and get the hell out of there. They can't know we were here. Yet.
Understood. Now the real war begins.
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by
Okay,
the end
we're out
of
of
the new
sync.
year.
Despite the attempted attack by fringe elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate a benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeper. Only together can we build a better tomorrow.
Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep gate crasher.
60 seconds. Now.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn. swarming to the blast point. We need to move on the package before they figure out what we're up to. First things first. You need to get out of sight. Grab some cover near that low wall.
Copy that. Moving up.
Unit flag shows select a soldier's health and actions remaining. Soldier can get 2 actions per turn. Let's say now has 1 action remaining.
In position, but I'm exposed here.
It's better than nothing, but see if you can't find a safer position further out.
Looks like full cover ahead. Moving out.
Units in high cover get defensive bonuses. Low cover is moderate defense. High cover provides excellent defense. Always try to end your move in cover.
Crasher 2, stay close. Keep pace with Crasher 1.
Soldier can cover long distances by dashing. This will use both of the soldiers' actions.
Double time. They're holding position. We're gonna have to go through them. Stay out of sight until we're ready to strike. Copy that. Keep to the shadows until you're absolutely set. We'll only get 1 shot at this.
In the shadows.
Most missions start with a unit in concealment. Use concealment to set up ambushes. If any of your soldiers are spotted, all of your soldiers lose the benefit of concealment.
Staying low.
Don't get too close. They'll be spotted for sure and we'll lose our advantage.
Nearby enemies will spot a soldier if you move too close to them. These tiles are marked with a red highlight.
They may have the numbers, but we've got surprise on our side. Hopefully that's enough.
Remind me to thank the old man.
You and me both. We're not out of the woods yet. We need to take out those remaining soldiers.
I've got the trap on them. Permission to engage.
Do it.
RT to activate the technical combat UI. Select fire weapon and select A to attack.
Crasher 1 is on the board.
Losing concealment. The entire squad loses concealment when any soldier attacks an enemy, breaking a window or kicking open a door, or a soldier is flanked or steps into a detection tile.
They can see you now. How about you all shoot first and celebrate later? No problem. I appreciate the bravery, but you're dangerously close right now. Be careful.
Enter tactical combat UI. Press LB or RB to cycle between enemy targets. 63, 35, 30. So definitely this is the one I want to shoot.
You're still keeping score, right?
Missed him.
Not going out that easy.
And now she is flanked. Really badly.
Oh my!
And Anna was just killed.
Crasher 2 is down. She's gone.
Damn it! You can't take risks like that. Watch your flanks.
I love how the game
So that's
makes
how you
you
wanna play it.
go there
Okay.
and then tells you, oh, that was a dumb decision.
advantage before they get around you.
Attacking a flank unit ignores its defensive bonuses. Their high chance to score a critical hit. To let enemies flank you.
Let's see how you like this. The close.
She's calling reinforcements. Stop that. Transmission.
Central, reporting in.
You're late. What have you been doing down there?
Taking in the sights.
What the hell are these things?
They're us. At least there used to be. Human hybrid soldiers. Advent's reward for obedience and service.
We've all heard rumors. I just never believed it was true.
No one wanted to. But we find what we're looking for today. I promise you that's gonna change. Let's move.
Looks like that transmission went through. You have an Advent transport closing on your position.
You heard her. Cover the left side.
I'm on it.
Keep your eyes peeled. Fire on anything that moves.
Soldiers in Overwatch will shoot the enemy first. Well, the first enemy unit they see moving. Activate Overwatch now to prepare for reinforcements.
The main entrance is clear. We need to move on the package. Menace 3, you're up.
Hold up. You should check that body for salvageable gear. We need anything we can get at this point. Better move fast, though. I've heard rumors Advent rigs their stuff to self-destruct.
He picked up a scope.
Reinforcements just hit the ground.
They're getting nervous. Now I know we're in the right place.
I got one of them.
Well done. Fall back to our position.
Just go. I'll try to stall them here.
Well, where am I supposed to go? They want me to shoot him, huh? Okay, fine.
What the?
I'm going for the door. You should be able to cut right through the door's security protocols. They were never expecting anyone to get this close.
All soldiers can hack certain computers, lock doors, and other objects to gain access and temporary bonuses. Okay. Soldier gains complete immunity for the next 2 attacks, or gains concealment. Let's try it. Didn't quite get it, but we did unlock the door.
We're in.
Good. Let's go.
To secure the baggage.
Let's hope our intel was good.
This is the place.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Looks like there's an access panel attached. If you got me a better look, I might be able to...
Next time. Let's get out of here.
Soldiers can carry unconscious, dead, or bleeding out units. This allows the soldier to retrieve a fallen comrade.
The entire Advent security grid just lit up. Firebrand is holding nearby for evac, but it's now or never, Central.
Understood. We're on the move.
No! Central, Crasher 1 is down. You have to get out of there.
We need another exit. Now!
Got it covered.
Throw grenade here. Grenades are not as lethal as firearms, but can damage multiple units and destroy cover and walls.
Fire in the hole.
Works for me.
Soldiers cannot attack while they are carrying
Almost
a
there.
friendly unit.
Stay focused.
They're right behind us.
Don't die.
Way too close.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, this is bad.
Ah, that's very bad.
Firebrand, this is Gatecrasher. We need an immediate evac. Get us out of here.
Press RB to place evac zone here. Target area and for zone A.
Keep moving.
You don't need to tell me twice.
We're coming home.
Units standing within the evac zone can activate the evac ability to safely extract from combat.
Happily. There's potentially decades of atrophy to contend with.
Wish we had more time.
I don't disagree.
But as it stands now, we risk losing the patient if we don't begin the removal procedure immediately.
We're ready.
Good. Then let's get on with it.
Oh, good, we're desynced again. It's about time.
Remarkable.
Just like 20 years ago. We were still calling it a war back then. We had no idea what was coming.
Response from the cerebral cortex. Good. Prepping for cranial intrusion. I've managed to identify the connection. Preparing to make final incision.
These readings are getting really erratic.
Of course they are. These implants were never designed to be removed. We are risking severe...
No plan B here, people. Do it.
Doctor! No signal.
Pupillary response normal. Vital stabilizing. Procedure complete.
Told them it would take more than that to keep you down. Welcome back, Commander. Glad to see you're finally coming out of it. Don't envy the headache you must have, though. Still, can't fault Dr. Tigan. Especially as no one's even attempted something like this before. Easy. We're still not entirely sure what they did to you. That chip was buried halfway into your skull. Lost a lot of good soldiers looking for you over the years. Almost gave up hope you were still out there. Acted on the intel as soon as I got word. Not sure what you remember, but a lot's changed. Did the best I could, but the last 20 years have been tough without you. You feel like catching up. Shen has the archive up and running on your terminal. Otherwise, I'd go see Dr. Tigan when you're ready. There's some things you should know. He'll be better at explaining them than me. It's damn good to have you back, Commander.
Commander to the research labs.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology, Commander. Dr. Richard Tigan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander. On your order, Commander. I will begin researching the Advent chip for possible insights as to its function.
Having successfully conducted the traumatic procedure required to remove the chip implanted by Advent, we now have an opportunity to study the inner workings of the device to gain a better understanding of their motivations. Now, well, that's what we're researching.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
That research will keep Tygan busy for a while. In the meantime, you might want to head down to the armory.
Commander, to the armory.
Commander, Jane Kelly was instrumental in the op to get you back. She earned enough experience for a promotion. We should take care of that now.
Okay.
The Ranger serves as our primary reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently in concealment while engaging enemies at close range.
So, Squatty Jane Kelly, Ranger. Ability to slash, attack the enemy within movement range of your sword.
We're off to a good start. Our troops will only get stronger as they gain experience.
Commander, to the bridge.
I heard you, Shen. When we get the thing, you'll be the first to know.
Attention. Unauthorized presence detected.
Commander, give me a second. Execute Echelon Protocol.
Attention. Senior Command Exchange confirmed.
I had wanted that to be a little more ceremonious, but we've got something. A local resistance cell just located this hybrid magnetic power converter that Shen's been pushing us to find. They tracked the device to a nearby Advent convoy and are attempting to take it down. If we can bring this converter back in one piece, we might actually get this place up and running, and give the aliens a real war for a change. The squad is prepped and ready to launch on your order, Commander. Just give the word.
All right. Looks like there's nothing special about anything that I can pick up. So we have Bruce Banner, I believe. It is Bruce Banner. Fantastic. We have Squatty Kelly. Jane Kelly. Yeah, I went with the shotgun. No special weapons there. Just making sure. Dr. Love. Barry White. Nice. And Matt Grizzly McOff. McAleef? I don't know that reference. Okay. Well. Let's go get him.
Communications with resistance forces in the area have gone dark, which can only mean one thing. These people sacrificed everything to give us this shot. We need to recover that converter at all costs.
Recover the Advent power converter. Objective: neutralize all enemy targets. Recover Advent power converter. And use grenades to shred or remove the armor of tough enemies before the rest of your squad engages them. We are in the wilderness of New India.
Commander, getting a fix on the device, but it looks like it may have been damaged during the fight. Energy readings are going crazy. I'm guessing we don't have much time before it explodes.
Well, that's not good.
Shen's working on a way to stabilize that thing, provided we can get close enough to access its core. Stay in the shadows until we can get a better read on the situation. Roger that. I'm on it. Position confirmed. On Overwatch. Moving out. Overwatch.
Headed there now.
So we have 8 turns to win this mission.
Eyes on the prize.
Heading there now. I'm on it. Affirmative, moving out. Scanning. Heading to that location. Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Closing on target position now. I'm on it.
Hostiles are moving.
All right. Oh yeah. It's Barry White. This is actually it's a fun run of XCOM 2. I played XCOM 1 until I got to the final mission, the final doorway, and my character, like, you have to activate the Gallop Chamber. The character who activated the Gallop Chamber died, and the game was like, well, you lose. And I was playing a like a permadeath run. And it's like, you want to restart the mission? And I'm like, it kind of goes against the concept of a permadeath run. So, yeah, we got really close to the end of the game, and it's like, well, I guess we lose.
On Overwatch.
Game was being a little bit more forgiving than I was.
Moving. Moving to Overwatch.
So, like, we got to win this in 6 turns, and we still haven't made contact with the enemy, so... This would qualify as a bad thing.
Got it. Moving.
I still don't have a contact with the enemy.
Okay. Overwatch. We've got movement.
We got to win in 6 turns. Still have no contact with the enemy.
On my way. Affirmative. Covering now.
Moving to designated coordinates. Got it covered. Rolling. Objective position confirmed.
Well?
Okay. You should be able to hack into that thing's safety protocols and stabilize it.
Okay.
Shen
good.
is uploading the fix right now.
Okay, so I don't have to win the whole
Eyes on
thing
the
in
prize.
5 turns. I just have to get there in 5 turns. That's a little less nerve-wracking. I was
Orders
freaking out.
confirmed. Moving out. Eyes on the prize. Commander, we have a chance to do some serious damage here. Before jumping into combat, let's make sure we make the most of our advantage.
Before breaking concealment with an offensive action, consider putting squad mates into Overwatch in order to set up a deadly ambush.
The Advent officers seem more capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control.
Alright, so we want to get to where we could do some
Orders
more
confirmed, moving out.
Okay, you could could hit one of them.
Moving to position. Overwatch.
Orders confirmed. On the move. I'm on it.
I kind of feel like I don't want to do anything.
On the move.
Blast him. Fortunately, you missed.
Adjusting aim. Cover's blown. These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt
Oh
with.
yeah, let's go.
They're disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
It's a good thing we were really, really bad shots.
Shot wide.
That has been consistent throughout this entire time I've been playing this. All of my people are terrible shots.
There's heavy fire in the zone.
Nice shot. Seemed a little far, but I ain't complaining.
I'm hit.
Although they bear some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion, their genetic structure now includes human DNA. They are stronger than ever, with an even greater psionic potential.
Commander, we're running out of time here. If we don't stabilize the converter soon, I don't think anybody's going home today.
Yeah, I know.
Finally!
Alright, take this guy down. Or not. That's fine too. Well, that would hurt me a lot, so why would I do that? I'm gonna move over here and do that.
Whatever you say.
Take this guy down.
Rangers are uniquely equipped for close quarters combat. In the right situation, they can prove highly effective.
Oh, yeah, don't catch fire. Oh, wow. Alright. How about over here?
Sure thing.
How about a grenade? Doesn't seem like it does a lot of good. Can't quite hit him. Oh, fine. Just do
Fire
that.
in the hole!
Yes, I do. It's pre-Hulk banner though. Hell yeah, let's go there, because that gets us into where we need to be.
Your mistake.
Nice.
Damn it! Find some cover! Ah, I'm looking ugly over here!
Critical hit, I can accept. This is gonna suck a little bit.
Fuel's about to go!
Okay, good.
I'm
Missed.
pinned down here!
Fire spreading!
And yes, she totally did. She just brought a gun to a sword fight. No. Close enough.
Securing terminal.
Watch list is fine. Oh, so close. I did disarm the detonator, though.
Piece of cake. We've got the goods.
Well done. Readings are returning to normal. Well, mostly normal. Firebrand is en route, but I wouldn't take any chances. Eliminate all remaining hostiles in the area before evac.
Alright. Let's get over here and see if we can beat this guy. Okay. Fortunately, missed her.
Target eliminated.
Awesome. Okay. That's very good. Very good. Okay, you... Oh, he's right there. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Alright. Then get right here and shoot him.
Heading out.
Oh, crap. You take this guy out? Nice.
What did you expect?
You say that. You're underestimating the psychological effect, though. I mean, someone has to fight a naked alien? It's just weird. Okay, not quite enough. So, go back here.
I can handle that.
Take this guy down. Nice.
Not too shabby.
Okay.
All reserves.
Jane is no longer marked, and my rookie just got promoted. Take this guy down. Not quite enough.
On reserves.
I think I'm bleeding.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
That's awesome. So one of the times they attacked my person, they missed and hit the freaking truck. And when the truck exploded, it took out the last of my enemies.
20 years of peace and prosperity will not be undone by the reckless actions of a few misguided dissidents today. We stand with the elders. Trust in their wisdom, and we shall overcome this crisis.
Okay. Operation Doom Shriek. Kelly did the most damage. Grizzly had the most attacks. Jane Kelly is under fire the most. Moved to the furthest was Dr. Love. Successful shot percentage 83%. Average damage per attack 3.37. It's a hot new record. Average enemies killed was 0.43, which is a new record per turn. And average cover bonus 28.57, a new record. All right. I'm going to go take a moment to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
few of our people earned well-deserved promotions, Commander. I'm guessing Shen will probably want to have a word with you, too.
All right. So, Bruce Banner was lightly wounded. Squatty Kelly was wounded. It'll take 11 days to get it. Healed up. Dr. Love got promoted. Grizzly McAuliffe. I don't know who that is. All right, so let's promote Bruce Banner.
Just like it sounds, our sharpshooters engage enemy targets with pinpoint accuracy from extreme range. They're also trained in pistol marksmanship for the occasional close encounter.
Alright, squad sight. Can target enemies within squad mate's sight, provided there's a line of sight to the target. Squad sight's best augmented by high ground, allowing sharpshooters relatively clear sight lines, and an additional aim bonus to offset squad sight's aim penalty. When using squad sight, there's no limit to how far your targets can be, but an aim penalty accumulates with distance. Overwatch shots do not use squad sight by default.
Operating some of our most advanced equipment, specialists deploy robotic drones on the battlefield that can be outfitted for combat or field medic duty.
Aid Protocol. Command your gremlin to move to a friendly target. It grants that target a bonus to defense until the start of the next player turn. Aid Protocol, if used as your first action, will not end your turn. As Aid Protocol takes effect immediately, it can be used to defend against reaction fire from enemies. More advanced gremlin models will increase the defense bonus gained by Aid Protocol.
Serving as our demolitions experts, the Grenadiers provide heavy ordnance delivery whenever and wherever we need it.
The Grenadier uses a grenade launcher to fire grenades rather than throwing them. This allows for greater range and grenade capacity. All grenades benefit from the grenade launcher's range increase, including non-offensive munitions like smoke grenades. An additional grenade can be equipped in a unique grenade-only slot. The range of launched grenades can be further improved by upgrading to more advanced grenade launchers.
Commander, each of our soldiers has a unique relationship with their squad mates. As they complete combat missions together, their compatibility will grow and can eventually develop into a lasting bond.
Commander, all of our soldiers develop relationships over time, but some will grow faster than others. Sending compatible soldiers on missions together will allow their friendships to develop into strong bonds with tactical benefits. Alright. Looks like nobody's got anything particularly special at the moment. So let's just continue.
These items should prove useful in our ongoing efforts against the aliens. When you have a moment, Commander, I have made some interesting discoveries as they relate to the implant we removed from you earlier.
I had the power converter, picked up a laser sight, and I also got some corpses.
Why are you all just standing around? It's perfect.
It's been years since I played the XCOM games. I love them. I don't know why it's been so long since I played them last.
Okay. Reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had. Come on, Rover. It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you'd think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander. I can't promise any miracles, Commander, but I should be able to put some of the stuff together in no time at all. I'd suggest we get started with a med kit. It'll probably come in handy sooner rather than later.
Sorry you can't play the second one. That's a bummer. The medikit contains a pressurized solution that, when exposed to air, acts as a sealant and an insulator. Infused with painkillers and antiseptics, the medikit can treat wounds and remove a variety of adverse conditions, including burns and poison.
I'm on it, Commander.
Looks like Tygan has made progress on his research. We should meet him in the lab.
So much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known. Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the primary connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however. Ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations. War games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did.
I love that explanation of the first
game. This may seem
disconcerting.
There is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
New objective added.
Examine an Advent officer corpse. Complete the Advent officer autopsy research.
The Advent officers have clearly been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically. The implanted chip is the key.
New facility available, infirmary. New research available, sectoid autopsy. New research available, Advent officer autopsy. Yeah, the whole first game was a simulation that the aliens had you going through. Basically, the way they explain it at the beginning of this game, your headquarters was invaded at some point. So the way they explain it, your headquarters, as you were fighting off the aliens, was invaded at some point, and you were captured. At which point, they started sending you. They put you into a computer simulation. Not exactly, but basically put a chip in your brain where you were running computer simulations of fighting the aliens over and over and over and over again. They were trying to steal your tactical genius or whatever. And so that was their explanation for the first game, was you played it 100,000 times and kept restarting it because you were just playing through this simulation that they had going on inside of your brain. So yeah, the aliens were real. And in reality, you were fighting the aliens, but you got defeated. Got invaded, and they took you. They're actually in Enemy Unknown. There's a point where you actually have an assault on the base, on Enemy Within, and at that point, you either fight them off or you don't. And the way this explains it is that you actually did fight them off. All right. Sorry, I'm distracted because I put in a new title and everything, and it's not in there. It's still saying this is XCOM 1. This is definitely XCOM 2. Let's see, this was War of the Chosen. Sorry, I'm changing the title of the stream because for some reason it's not accepting. I changed the title, but it didn't accept it. So I'm trying to do that now. All right. So, all right. So I interrupted myself. I got distracted because I was looking at my stream and I was like, this is definitely not XCOM 1. All right. So the way the game explains it is that when they invaded, you lost. Like in the Enemy Within storyline, you got invaded. And according to this, yeah, when that happened, you lost. And you got captured. And they stuck a chip in your brain. And then you've been running the simulations for every other version of the game you've ever played. All right, with little time to prepare, we were forced to conduct an extremely invasive procedure on the commander in order to remove what appeared to be an implant carefully enmeshed within the occipital lobe. Although all indications were that the device was not designed for removal, concerns as to the commander's potential longevity and the risk of possible remote manipulation by the aliens left us with little alternative. Despite my concerns, the commander has so far felt no lasting effects from the procedure and appears to be recovering ahead of expectations. As for the chip itself, my initial findings are alarming, to say the least. The device is psionically driven by the latent energy of the subject's brain, in this case, the commander. More importantly, it appears the device functions as both a transmitter and receiver, relaying information via some sort of psionic link. Even after removal, I've had to shield the device to contain the residual psionic fields surrounding the implant itself, for fear of what it might be capable of. If my current theory is correct, the commander may have played a more important role in Advent's operations than we could have possibly imagined. Artigan. Alright, so now it's a question of what do we want to go to? So we can do some experimental weapons research. We can do the officer autopsy. I feel like the officer autopsy needs to happen. Don't have enough sectoids to do the sectoid autopsy. We also have modular weapons, which would be useful, but I think the officer autopsy needs to happen.
The Advent officers appear to be similar, if not physically the same as the common Advent trooper in terms of power and agility. However, field reports indicate a more developed mental acuity, as the officers do provide tactical directives to the subordinate Advent forces. I do find that area of research to be among the more intriguing options available. We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available.
Looks like Shen got that converter up and running, Commander. We're ready for you on the bridge.
Okay. In command, we actually have the XCOM archives, and I want to go through those kind of quickly. Propaganda assessment. The following directives have been identified by resistant analysts based on a thorough review of Advent's ongoing propaganda effort. The aliens' key areas of focus are directed toward the civilian populace, and they are recruitment of an increased number of civilians into the city centers, nurturing an atmosphere of distrust to encourage self-reporting among city center inhabitants, encouragement of the belief that so-called dissident groups are to blame for perceived faults, disassociation of traditional beliefs and value systems in favor of adulation for the elders. Advent Network Tower. The Advent Network Tower is the central hub of the alien psionic network and their worldwide communication system. Although the tower itself is a readily identifiable fixture to those people living in the city centers, its overall function and extent of its capabilities are still generally unknown. It is widely believed that the Advent peacekeeping forces are coordinated from somewhere within this tower. Advent Public Historical Record. As of July 2015, the coalition government, formerly known as the Advent, was first proposed as a small group of human politicians who stepped forth intent on negotiating with the elders. Despite the open hostility initially directed toward these peaceful alien visitors, they were receptive to the possibility of coexistence. Despite their effective conquest of Earth's combined militaries, the elders allowed for the Pact of Unification, establishing Advent's governance. In the 20 years since, Advent has effectively served humanity and created an environment of peace and prosperity. XCOM Project, historical record. Initially conceived of as a means to defend against unforeseen threats to the Earth as a whole, the XCOM Project was first outlined during the secretive planning sessions conducted throughout the year 1993. Although these early discussions were only meant to establish the theoretical principles of defense against an unknown enemy, all agreed upon preparations that were being carried out by the participating council nations immediately. For more than 2 decades, the project remained dormant, with limited personnel records maintained by an agreed-upon representative of the council. In February of 2015, long-distance scans indicated a number of large unidentified objects on a slow approach toward the Earth. As agreed upon, the XCOM project was activated on February 10th, with key personnel assignments filled by the latest active candidates on file. In less than 2 months' time, open hostilities between the aliens and the Earth's forces ravaged most of the planet's developed world, leaving the survivors desperate and alone. Memorial. Limited space has been allotted for use as a memorial to XCOM's fallen soldiers within the Avengers Bar facility. Soldier customization. Nearly every aspect of an individual soldier can be customized to the Armory's personnel management screen. A variety of physical attributes can be adjusted along with a range of custom aesthetic choices. Bridge Geoscape. The Geoscape view provides a strategic overview of the Earth, including the location of Resistance HQ, any available Resistance contacts, and any sites available for missions or investigations. Scanning. By selecting a contact or investigation site of the Geoscape, we can use the Avengers' onboard sensors to scan the area for information. Scanning can also be used as a means of passing time while conducting research or awaiting construction. To scan, select one of the available sites listed in the Geoscape map. As the game progresses, additional scanning bonuses will become available. Mission selection. Over the course of the game, you'll often be presented with multiple options in terms of where to move the Avenger, how much time to spend at your destination, and which missions take priority. You will be prompted when a time-sensitive mission is available. Otherwise, the choice is yours as to which contacts, investigations, and missions are best suited to your operational needs. Commanded Quarters. The Avenger Report. From the Commander's Quarters, a full report is available on the status of the Avengers' current crew and facilities. Selecting Avenger Report will bring up a list of all facilities currently operating or under construction, along with the staff assignments and power costs of those facilities. Objectives. The objective menu, listed within the commander's quarters, will provide a full report of any active objectives currently awaiting completion. XCOM Archive Access. From within the commander's quarters menu, selecting XCOM Archives will bring up access to additional background information and support text. Additional reports will populate the archive as the game progresses and new information is collected. Building items. From the primary headquarters view, select Engineering to present a list of available options. Selecting Build Items will provide a menu of general items, weapons, and armor available for construction. The estimated time required to build the selected item is listed on the right, along with a brief summary. Inventory storage. From the Engineering menu, select View Inventory to see the list of all the items currently in storage on board the Avenger. Personnel Dossier. Central Officer John Bradford. Born November 17, 1979 in Manhattan, Kansas, United States. Limited service record, U.S. Military Intelligence, 1999. First assigned to Operational Directive XCOM Project, February 14, 2015. Primarily serving as an organizational role, providing tactical and strategic support for XCOM's commanding officer. Central Officer Bradford was chosen for his loyalty and commitment to the task at hand. Unfortunately, a gross underestimation of the aliens' numbers and technological advancement left Bradford and XCOM with limited capability to fend off the invasion. Within a matter of weeks, XCOM's underground headquarters was infiltrated and destroyed, leaving the organization in shambles. Bradford was apparently left to fend for himself, surviving in the shadows, nurturing a growing affection for distilled spirits. In the time since, he did manage to secure connections within the Resistance, providing the foundation for renewed XCOM operations across the globe. C.O. Bradford, System Dictation. I'm not sure who's compiling the personnel reports these days. Judging by the language, I'm guessing Tegan. But let's get a few things straight. There was no gross underestimation of the aliens. We knew exactly what was coming, and we pulled together the best men and women the world had to offer. It wasn't enough. They used our own people against us, some kind of psionic control. Took down our security grid from the inside. I did everything I could. I know Shen got out. I lost track of Valen. Not too worried about her, though. Either way, we've got a present to worry about now, not the past. Chief Engineer Lily Anyi Shen. Born June 14, 2007, Taiwan. Serving as Chief Engineer on board the Avenger, Lily Shen relies on a background consisting primarily of hands-on practical experience learned from her father, Dr. Raymond Shen. Although limited personnel records from this period still exist, what is known is that Shen and her father survived the invasion and later came to pioneer the system and procedures necessary to rebuild the Avenger. In the time since her father's passing, the younger Shen has become invaluable to XCOM and the growing resistance movement. She's now among the leading experts left on Earth in the field of robotics, and perhaps the only one capable of integrating the alien components in such an advanced degree. Chief Scientist Dr. Richard Teigen. Tegan? Born May 12, 1984, Chicago, Illinois, United States, holding formal degrees in chemistry and pharmacology. Dr. Richard Teigen was once a respected member of the scientific community. Before the invasion, Dr. Teigen worked in the pharmaceutical industry, primarily studying immunosuppressant drugs for use with organ transplant procedures. With the collapse of the global economy following the war, Teigen was left with little alternative in terms of utilizing his skill set outside of Advent's widespread calls for cooperation among the scientific community. Employed at one of the earliest gene therapy clinics, Teigen found himself thrust into a project dealing with cranial implants. After growing disenfranchisement by some of the processes he witnessed while serving under Advent, Teigen sought contacts within the Resistance in the hopes of atoning for his contributions to Advent's work. Dr. Teigen is now the central figure in XCOM's scientific pursuits, a crucial contributor to in the fight against alien domination over Earth. Personal Dossier. Preceding Chief Scientist Dr. Moira Valen. Moira. Birth date unknown. Dr. Moira Valen, Chief Scientist serving XCOM at the outset of the invasion in March of 2015. Very little information about Dr. Valen still exists, following the destruction of XCOM's original headquarters. Central Officer Bradford is now the only living member of the staff to have had personal contacts with her, and he generally remains aloof when pressed for further information. Notes and various remains of data from the original XCOM database indicate an aggressive pursuit of alien materials sought for study by Dr. Valen, with limited concern for the potential outcomes of these new theoretical research fields. Dr. Valen's status following the destruction of XCOM HQ is unknown. No further contact has been established. Personnel dossier. Preceding Chief Engineer, Dr. Raymond Shen. Shen Raymond. Born September 9th, 1954. Location unknown. Limited personnel records exist for the previous staff concerning XCOM during the invasion. It is known that Dr. Raymond Shen served as Chief Engineer during the XCOM project's activation in 2015, at the first signs of alien activity on Earth. Although it is known that Shen and his daughter, current Chief Engineer Lily Shen, survived the invasion and were integral to the Avengers' recovery and rehabilitation. The exact details of his passing and personal life are closely held by those who knew him. Personnel dossier, Volk. Reaper faction under Volikov Konstantin, born approximately 1990, Alaska, United States. Speaking for the human survivalist faction of the resistance known as the Reapers, Volk was a descendant of Russian refugees who fled to Alaska during purported exploratory incursions by the aliens prior to the onset of invasion. Exact dates are unclear. Initial contact between Volk and Central Officer Bradford occurred during intense fighting inside the United States before the surrender of Earth's governments. Volk is known to have reacted with contempt to word of the ceasefire, gathering like-minded followers and retreating into the outlying territories far ahead of the reach of Advent. In the time since, Volk and the people have come to be known as the Reapers, with a fearsome reputation for survival by whichever means necessary. Personnel dossier, Betos. Skirmisher faction leader Betos, approximate year of activation 2020. Betos is a battle-tested warrior, the first of her kind to be freed from Advent. An abnormality in her control chip led to the degradation of the signals she received from the Advent network, eventually leaving her isolated from what had been a constant stream of commands since birth. Betos was to be executed per the Elder's command, but escaped the pursuits of her chosen assassin, who was tasked with neutralizing these anomalies. Left with only her past experiences in combat to guide her, Betos became the protector of her kind, gathering these detached Advent soldiers into a group that came to be known as the Skirmishers. As their strength and numbers grew, Betos fixed her kind on a singular purpose: to destroy their creators and prevent any other worlds from suffering the same fate as Earth. Personnel dossier, Geist. Templar faction leader Geist, born approximately 1995, location unknown. Although it has never been confirmed by Geist, his widely rumored origins as the Templar leader are said to begin with XCOM itself. A fresh-faced XCOM recruit activated in the earliest days of the invasion, Geist was one of the first psionically gifted XCOM soldiers located by Dr. Valen. Unfortunately, he was only in the initial stages of his training when the invasion took a turn for the worse. Although he miraculously survived, Geist was in the midst of a delicate procedure as the attack began. Left alone and suffering from amnesia, his psionic abilities helped him survive in the lands surrounding the ruins of an XCOM base. It is believed that Geist may have taken his name from the project codeword assigned by Valen to the PSYOPS training initiative run by XCOM. Guerrilla operations. Guerrilla operations are missions that strengthen the resistance in return for material support or new recruits for XCOM. Research lab autopsies. As chief scientist serving XCOM, Dr. Tegan is responsible for conducting autopsies on a variety of subjects, both terrestrial and otherwise. Autopsy research often leads to advances in the development of our own technology. Conducting research. By selecting research from the primary headquarters view, you will enter Dr. Tegan's research lab within the Avenger Power Core. From here, selecting new research will bring up the list of available topics that Dr. Tegan can currently research. The estimated time to complete the project is listed along with a brief summary of the expected outcome. Select a topic from the list and click on Research to begin the process. Dr. Tegan will notify you when the selected research is complete. Scientist staffing. From within the research labs, selecting View Scientists will bring up a list of all scientists currently employed by XCOM along with their current status. Scientists can be assigned to laboratory facilities to improve the speed of research. Yes. 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 Psychic Jesus was definitely part of the simulation. Breakthroughs. After completing a standard research assignment, there's always a chance that our scientists will make a breakthrough discovery as a result of their work. These breakthroughs are typically smaller than a normal research assignment, but can provide a number of valuable benefits if undertaken. However, if the breakthrough research isn't conducted immediately, we won't have another opportunity to delve into it. Inspirations. Occasionally, during the course of our research and development, our scientists will be inspired by new insight. When prompted, we'll have the ability to research the inspired technology at a reduced time commitment. However, if the inspired research is not conducted immediately, our scientists' inspiration will be lost. Strategic concepts. Alien artifacts. Actually, don't need any of these concepts. Don't need any of these concepts. Don't care about any of this. Don't care about any of this. Alright. Avenger report. We have 10 available soldiers, 2 wounded, 0 unavailable. We're currently doing an Advent officer autopsy. Okay. Objectives. Examine the Advent officer corpse. Okay, so we're working on that. Fantastic. Okay. Got some nice trophies there. View photos. Fight for Earth. Fight for your future. No rest until Earth is ours again. It's our photo from our first mission. Let's see. Any recruits we want to pick up? Farida Mari. Overwatch. Don't care. Roshi Jaladin. Grew up in a small coastal town at island of Borneo. Don't care. Katie Sackhoff. Robert Reynolds. Zhang. Chow Yun Fat. Jameson, Nina Williams. All right. Who do we have? Tiger Lily. Samurai. Dallas Wyatt. Wavy from... Okay, these two are from Valkyria Chronicles. Nobody else that I particularly recognize. Alright. Alright, let's go to the bridge.
Just stay clear of the perimeter, understood?
Commander, good.
I think we got something here. Despite all of Advent's efforts, there are still people who refuse to believe their lies. And it's time we let them know they're not alone. We've already located a target for our first operation.
Sir, given our current location, there's actually no way the Sky Ranger could reach that position.
Who said anything about the Sky Ranger? Shen, status report. Are we ready?
Short answer, yes. But you might all want to hold on to something.
I mean...
Setting course for East Asia.
Aliens love that kind of stuff, man. They love just pranking people with monologues.
We're ready to start making moves, Commander. By hitting Advent wherever we find them, we can help strengthen the resistance. In return, they'll contribute material and personnel to support our operations.
Required a new target for our guerrilla operations against Advent, Commander. Let's take a look at the target. East Asia. Operation Hot Moan in Japan, because of course. Neutralize Field Commander. Difficulty easy. Reward Dr. Brian Hess, Engineer. Well then, let's go.
Commander, it looks like Shen prepped a med kit for us. We should equip one of our soldiers with it before they deploy.
Alright, who do we want to put in here? Let's go with Dallas. Because you gotta freaking love... Valkyria Chronicles. I got nothing interesting, though. Alright. Well, let's go. Yeah. That was one of the games that you recommended for me. It's a very, very good recommendation.
Sky Ranger deployed.
The squad is ready to deploy on your order, Commander.
Was right up my alley. The scoring system rewards ruined it for you. Nah, man, I love that game. Yeah. Ready to reach the mission site, awaiting orders. Valkyria Chronicles 4, I recently played that, and man, that was good stuff, too. I freaking love Valkyria Chronicles.
We just got a tip from a resistance contact in the field. A high-ranking Advent officer was spotted moving through the area with limited escorts. This could be a chance for us to disrupt their current operations and throw off their command structure. Your orders are to eliminate that officer with extreme prejudice.
Heck yeah. Neutralize Advent Field Commander. Locate and neutralize the Advent Field Commander. Do not allow the Field Commander to escape. It's an easy mission, which means that we shouldn't have any problems. It's more fun if you just had to use all of your units and missions were legitimately hard rather than just being hard when you were trying to use them.
Menace 1-5, we're tracking the Advent General and his escorts, but we don't have an exact fix on their location. Sweep the area and eliminate the target along with any other hostiles that stand in your way.
Display a preview of which enemies are visible at your current pathing location. Enable the show target preview gameplay option. Alright. Okay, where's my AO here? Alright, so we're heading north. Ugh. I don't like any of the options here. How about right there?
Good copy. Moving on target. Scanning.
Okay.
I'm on the
Samurai.
move. Overwatch.
Alright, Dallas.
Position confirmed. Moving to Overwatch.
Okay. There's not just a great set of places I can go here. like that option. Alright, rush. There were aspects of the game I would have changed if I had been in charge of it, but there's so much to like about the game that I was able to put up with it. Valkyria Chronicles is one of my favorite games.
Moving. Roger, I've got my eyes on. Moving to designated position. On Overwatch. Moving to designated coordinates. Affirmative. Covering now.
Good copy. Moving on target. Affirmative. Covering now.
What's making that noise?
Okay, so north is where I need to be headed. The world ends with you. I don't know that one.
Got some hostiles grouped over here.
Okay.
Moving to designated position. I'm on it. On my way. Roger, I've got my eyes on. Moving on target location. Got it covered.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Alright. Let's get this ambush on. Yeah, let's go after the sectoid.
Target still up. They found us.
Cool. Blast him. Did I get him? Almost.
We're picking up an inbound Advent transport. The aliens are going to try and extract the general from the AO. Don't let them get on board that ship.
Everything's spinning!
Okay, good.
Wow! Okay then.
Let's get closer so we can actually maybe do
I'm
something.
on it.
Fine. Oh, nice shot. Okay. I mean, was the old one a fake game?
On my way. Scanning.
I'm on it.
Oh, we're disoriented, so we can't throw a grenade. Yeah,
Standing fast.
just trying to die. Okay, you go away.
That's right. Keep the pressure on.
Hey, Dallas just got a promotion. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason it's a meme, man.
On your order.
Alright, reload.
Strock. On your order. Let's rock.
And reload.
Not a problem.
And reload.
We're green to go.
Absolutely.
And reload.
Ready to go.
Yes. What?
Absolutely.
Of course that's how the military works, man. Who's... Yeah, go ahead and give her aid.
Move, move, move! Got some advent here.
All right.
Heading out.
Okay, I was gonna say, why can't I do this?
Boom!
Come on, Dallas. Get him. Nice. Okay. Is there a place you can go where it's not awful? Kind of where I am right now is the best shot I got. I'll try it. Yeah, of course.
I got nothing.
Ooh. Marked. I'm okay with that.
I can't move. I'm hit. I'm hit.
Yeah, that could have gone better. But definitely could have gone worse, too.
Sure thing.
Get him. Nice. Get him.
Got something here.
All right,
Only
very
the
nice.
best.
Yeah, get him. Nice. Okay.
Moving to position.
Approach. Get him. Or not. That's fine.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah, I noticed.
I don't feel so good.
Yeah, I know. You get 50%. You get 58%. He also has 58%. 61%. Alright, let's go. Nice.
Shot wide. Running dry.
Alright, get him. Nice.
That's how it's done.
Now, let's see if we can get you where you can actually pick up this stuff while
Moving to
flanking this
position.
guy. Delirium core.
Target
Nice.
package secured.
Nice, Samurai. Well done. And, of course, you missed.
It's still moving.
Should I approach? That's full cover, and I really don't want to get out of it. Alright, let's go. Shot through the hole my last guy made when he missed. And we're flanked. Fortunately, they're as bad a shots as I am.
Fire over here.
Alright. 27%, 52%. Alright. Go for it. Almost. Okay.
Running dry on ammo. On my way.
Okay, go for it. Nice. Well done.
By the numbers. Toss me some ammo.
Yeah, you're kind of hurting, aren't you?
On the move. I'm ready.
Alright, and you get up here. And
Advent forces
I
sighted.
found another guy.
Objective position confirmed.
Oh, that's the dude. Okay.
Target identity confirmed. That's the general. Take him out before they can escape. We won't get another shot at this.
I need to
Rock and
reload.
roll.
They're repositioning on us.
Oh, that's not good.
Get up your bearings. I'm doing. Give it a try.
14%, 13%. Diddly crap. Diddly crap. Okay.
On the move.
Yeah, reload.
Let's do this.
We're disoriented. You're flanked, so you need to get not so flanked.
Heading out.
Just
In
hunker down,
position.
because you're not doing so hot. Man, none of us are doing great.
Not a problem.
You go over here. And reload.
Ready to rock.
And oh, you can't use the ADO protocol because you are freaking disoriented. All right. Then pray. Hey, your prayer worked. Good.
Taking heavy fire.
All right, we're no longer disoriented. 31%. Nobody else has anything.
I'm on it.
All right, shoot him. We have 4 turns to take this guy down. Ugh. Ugh.
Sure thing.
49%, it's worth it. It's worth a
Come
shot.
on, focus.
40% worth it. Okay. And Dr. Love. Let's see if you can hit him from here. That's full cover. Not really. Let's give him some aid protocol. Hey, Zilnox, how you doing? Welcome. Playing some XCOM 2. So, played through XCOM 1, got to the final mission. I was playing a permadeath run.
Absolutely.
And like the one guy that was supposed to survive the final mission died, and the game was like, hey, you want to go ahead and do the next, you want to go ahead and redo the mission? And I was like, no, that's a permadeath run. It's a permadeath run. That means it's over. Game was willing to give me a retry. Oh, how did you hit that? That should not have worked.
Absolutely.
All right, Dr. Love. We got 3 turns to take this guy down. I'm just going to shoot at everything. And you know what? Some of them are going to hit. Most are going to miss, and I'm going to deal with that.
On your order.
What?
That's not good.
What were you aiming at? Did you see that? That was embarrassing. All right.
Moving to position.
Charge. You are terrible aim. Okay, I was about to say, we keep shooting the wrong way. New house. That's awesome. I mean, the moving part's not so awesome, but it's cool having a new house. Okay, we have to beat him in 2 turns.
On my way.
Don't die.
Heavy fire in the zone.
That was close. Yeah. He needs to die. You have some really bad aim, guys. I'm sorry. This is some of the worst aim. Like
not a problem.
they're pointing in the completely wrong direction. Say goodnight. Sweet.
Only the best.
Menace 1-5,
Sorry,
kill
man.
confirmed. That's how it's done. We have confirmation. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. And we went with the B team and did great. That's awesome. We did get 2 wounded soldiers. I can totally take that. Mission photo. Let's zoom out. I want to see all of them. All right. No. Okay. I'm down with that. That looks good. Take that photo. That's cool. Nice.
The Advent administration again reminds
3D printer.
you that the
Cool.
recent assassination of an Advent civilian worker by the criminal organization known as XCOM is no cause for alarm. Advent peacekeepers have already moved to arrest those responsible.
So Dallas did the most damage. Tiger Lily most under fire. Dr. Love did most something. moved the furthest. Successful shot percentage was alright. Average damage is 2.52. Average enemies killed 0.38. Average cover bonus 30.38%, which is a new record. Everybody earned promotions. That's a good mission. Most cohesion. Tiger Lily and Dr. Love. Not quite enough, though. Alright. Tiger Lily is a ranger now. Attack an enemy within movement range of your sword. I don't think I actually got to see the ranger stuff. You can trigger a slash ability by placing a movement cursor over an enemy. Ranger can perform a dash move using both actions to move and still trigger a slash action against an adjacent enemy, which is nice. Okay. Tiger Lily is lightly wounded. It's going to take a little time to heal. Okay, Samurai Takahashi is a sharpshooter. Okay. Let me quickly reset my stream. My OBS is crashing.